The Great Barrier Reef is an incredibly important ecosystem. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's incredibly beautiful, and it is very threatened by climate change and other human impacts. So at UNSW, we do research at the Great Barrier Reef, and we also do teaching here. So we bring students here who get to learn about coral reefs as an ecosystem and the impacts of climate change by doing fieldwork in the reef itself. We're in Heron Island, a beautiful part in the Capricorn bunker group of the Great Barrier Reef.
We've brought a group of 42 students up here with us to study the reef and how climate change is affecting the reef. So we're looking at lots of different aspects. We're looking at the oceanography, the chemistry, the biology, the ecology, and trying to understand how all these different things interact to affect the reef.
The coastal habitats, such as coral reefs, they actually provide so much important services for us, from food to climate regulations, to even recreation activities, right? So everyone should be aware of the issues and should try to protect our environment.
So we are about to place a few different cameras around the reef and look at the fish populations and count the number of fish in a healthy environment such as this, and I'm super excited.
Heron Island is a paradise. It's a special place, but it's also the perfect experiment place because we have this bay that ends up being almost like isolated once the tides are low, and then we can see how winds, radiation, how all of these will affect this body of water that's temporarily isolated.
In marine science, everything is connected. So the coral influences the fish, but it also influences the chemistry of the water, and that influences the physics of the ocean. So yeah, to understand the ocean, you kind of need to take a very holistic approach.
We've been doing an experiment on ocean acidification and just taking temperatures of the water and then also the pH.
And then we've been going snorkeling day and night.
Night snorkeling was so different. It took about 30 minutes. We saw some turtles, saw some fish. Yeah, it was white tip shark, black tip sharks, stingrays. Once in a lifetime.
The coral reefs are just these incredibly diverse ecosystems. So it's not just the corals themselves, but the corals are host to a huge number of species that sort of feed the rest of the ocean. But as temperature increases, we're getting more and more bleaching occurring, and it's gradually degrading the reef.
It's still a beautiful place, right? But things are looking very concerned in general. So we are having heat waves more frequently. It's getting hotter every year, and our corals are really struggling. It's super important to teach students from all over the world the beauties of coral reefs, the importance of coral reefs and the marine environment in general, and how climate change is affecting those.
It's been amazing. I've never done anything like this. I'm just looking at the human's impact on the reef and like the marine ecosystem.
I think it's definitely given me a different perspective of the world. Like, I live in a place where I don't maybe see the effects of sustainability on the ocean. So just to be able to be here and see how it affects the ocean and the coral reefs, yeah, it's been a great experience.
It doesn't matter what you do, whether you're a lawyer or an economist or a scientist, you need a healthy environment to continue to live in this planet, right? So what we're hoping is that what we teach students in this week will stay with them and influence their actions in whatever discipline they're in forevermore.